welcome back to Narrative Crusade's Clickbait Carousel. I promise you, we have some insane combinations that are a lot of fun coming right up. The Warhound giveaway is still ongoing. Returning viewers, you know the drill. Like plus comment on the video, and when we hit 2,000 subs, you get a Warhound. Simple. You can still enter our Patreon only monthly giveaway. This month it's a combat patrol with currently a 1 in 10 chance of winning. If we hit our Patreon goal before the 25th, this will be increased to 2 times combat patrols. Winner's choice. Azrael, the slapper of Vashtor, the beast from someone's galactic east. Immediately a solid choice in his own right. One of the highest AP combat weapons going from the Sword of Secrets, whilst his iconic combi plasma allows him to kick out some nice top up mortal wounds via anti-infantry and devastating wounds. Sustained Hits 1 will buff the majority of the units he can join, apart from the new Infernus Marines. Masterful Tactician is what makes Azrael a contender in the auto-take department. It's an extra CP a turn, which you will be burning through on your tasty Dark Angel strats. The Lion Helm, granting a 4+ invulnerable, is epic, meaning your delicate Space Marines are never going to be suffering more than -1 AP at worst. The once a game 4+ feel no pain against mortals is really nice and could come in clutch. Key strats to be aware of throughout, so I don't have to repeat myself the amount of times I've had to repeat this script, is Unforgiven Fury, granting a unit the lethal hits ability, increasing to a 5+ if battle shocked. Secondly, Grim Retribution. This allows a unit to fire back at an enemy unit that has just shot them. This will increase your shooting unit's damage output massively, whilst bringing a new meaning to Fury of the First. First up is the Humble Intercessor. The standard Intercessor is an honourable mention, however I would personally be taking Assault Intercessors with Azrael every time. As standard, the unit buffs itself on its wound rolls, increasing when pushing an objective. Combine this sustained hits from Azrael and a full unit is kicking out on average around 45 attacks. This can be made even better by using Unforgiven Fury to get some auto wounds through. Although we don't have the points yet, it may be worth throwing in a Thunderhammer to help the unit crack some tougher nuts, but it's not needed as Azrael can pull his weight in a fight. Azrael makes the unit incredibly tough via the Invuln from the Lion Helm. You could make use of Armour of Contempt, but with the CP being more limited than last edition, I'd personally move up the board through cover and lean on the Lion Helm's 4++. I would only recommend this choice if you're taking 10 Intercessors, otherwise I feel Azrael's potential damage output that he gives the unit is wasted. Strap yourselves in, because this is where the fun begins. All of the following I've based off taking a full unit of 10 Sternguard. Bolter Drill is hands down an amazing unit ability, letting them shoot another target if they kill a target. This ups their damage output massively. But wait, is it just a bolt gun I see them with? You are wrong. What they have is the most versatile bolt gun I've ever seen. It's heavy, rapid fire and assault. This means they can hit on 2s if they stand still, and gain additional shots for being in rapid fire range. If you really need to push an objective, no problem at all. Advance up and keep firing away like the true bad man of the Imperium that you are, whilst also causing mortal wounds on a roll of 6 due to devastating wounds. Leave the combi bolter at home, ballistic skill 4+ can get in the bin. Now let's add in sustained hits from Azrael. That's even more bolter shots. Now let's use Unforgiven Fury, appropriate named as the neckbeard you're fighting is going to release his panic sweat glands in anger. Now you are causing mortal wounds on a hit and wound roll of a 6. But it does not stop there. With the Lion's Helm, this unit will be tough as nails to shift, especially in cover, and if anyone does have the audacity to shoot at you, then Grim Resolve is available to return fire out of sequence. It's also worth mentioning, with Overwatch at 24 inches, and during the opponent's movement phase, these guys will be absolute bullies. The final mention is these guys are veterans and do have a solid amount of strength 4 attacks, with Azrael to do the heavy lifting, meaning you can commit them to the fight with Azrael when needed or at the later stages of the game. And now the Blade Guard. We all know this unit used to be an auto take for Dark Angels with a permanent transhuman from 9th. The downsides? The Lion's Helm goes to waste outside of its potential to soak mortal wounds once a game. Armour of Contempt is not worth it on the Blade Guard as they can already get a 4+ invuln re-rolling once. The positives is this unit will be able to take down bigger and tougher targets due to their mastercrafted power swords being backed up by sustained hits due to damage 2 and the higher AP. Although each squad member has a solid amount of attacks, they do lack the bodies to really benefit fully from the strats. Outside of this, I'd perhaps consider letting this unit roll solo and putting Azrael elsewhere unless you're going for a very cool and thematic unit forming a shield wall to protect their commander. Last, but certainly not least, we have the HellBlasters. To save repeating everything I just said, they do pretty much what the Sternguard do, but with higher strength, AP and damage. For the chapter is epic, allowing your HellBlasters to fire after dying, meaning with strats and unit abilities, this unit can fire multiple times a turn with additional shots coming out when they die. Once again, the Lion Helm makes them very difficult to shift. My only drawback to this selection is to get to the highest damage output, you want them to die with the hazardous ability, which will slowly chip at your unit and could leave Azrael isolated and up his proverbial creek with not a paddle in sight. My personal winner is the Sternguard. No, they don't have the same strength and AP as the HellBlasters, but with toughness being a lot higher this edition, the HellBlasters will need to roll 5s on average to deal with the tougher targets, whereas the Sternguard are going to be the Giga Chads. They're going to fish for 6s multiple times to cause mortals, whilst bypassing any saving throws from the opponent. The key reason why I picked this unit is because they look epic and are more likely to paint 10 of them in the near future opposed to 10 of them smelly HellBlasters which came out in Dark Imperium. Thanks again all. Please let me know if there's anything you want to see or if I got anything wrong. Expect more from us, including battle reports, and don't forget to slap that sub button harder than a cheeky Mr. Ito giving you grief.